Lovers at the bar is when I go.
Ven a me, que solo en busca de ti, amén, imagina.
Okay.
Para que conmigo se dé un shot.
Yes. So Hairless here. Today we will be watching Forestella's take on one of the most famous songs in the world, which I am excited for many reasons, but mostly because it's a Forestella cover. They have done some really cool things with their covers before. When I say this is one of the most famous songs, the original song by Ed Sheeran, on YouTube, it's got 6.4 billion views. 8 years old. I remember when Gangnam Style was the first video to hit 1 billion views.
Oppan Gangnam Style!
Time flies, huh? Anyway, Shape of You is certainly a catchy song. Even if you've never put it on yourself to listen to, you would have heard it before. It's basically unavoidable. Played everywhere, around the world, all the time. You probably recognize that, so let's see what the guys do with it. This was the winner of our recent monthly members poll. If you want to vote in these polls, all you need to do is be a member on the Patreon, completely free. You can join in the link in the description below.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is when I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drink it fast and do it talk slow.
A cappella. Change of key as well.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast and do it talk slow.
Come on, wanna start up a conversation with just me. Trust me, I'll give it a chance now. Take my hand, stop, and the man on the jukebox. Then we start to dance. Now singing like,
girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm rapping crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy,
let's not talk too much. Wrap on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
Yeah, that was some really nice touches in there. I mean, it's to be expected with Forestella, isn't it? We're just over 1 minute in. The whole performance is 4 minutes, so a quarter of the way through. I don't want to speak too soon. And their outfits as well. This zoomed out view doesn't do them justice because a lot of them are wearing these kind of half pinstripes. Here on the sleeve. Here, half of the blazer. Interesting attire, again, as usual. I think the opening was the most surprising thing, and I'll go through and point out the parts that I found the most interesting. I know I'm pausing just before the chorus. We will get there in just a moment. If you don't want to hear my thoughts or analysis, go to the timestamp. Pauses help with copyright, and copyright with these live performances tends to be extremely strict. I'll probably have to put a block to cover the video, but this reaction and this video can be found unblocked over on my Patreon. The link for that will be below in the description, and also included in that video will be my reaction to them performing this song, but where they've switched parts with each other. So you could have the bass singing the countertenors part, for example. I've not seen that yet, but by the power of editing, here is a clip from that, which will happen after this. They also did this for our last Forestella reaction, which was Nella Fantasia. That was super fun. It had me laughing a lot. So if you want to see that again, just head on over to the Patreon link below and you'll get access. All right, so over to this one. Let's just start from the beginning. Well, actually, let's start from where the recognizable song comes in. So the bass line there is just outlining the 4 chords that you get in this song. 4 chords on repeat for the whole song. Verse, chorus. There's never any deviation from them. That's one reason why I find the original song so interesting, considering how well-known and famous it is and how catchy it is. On paper, harmonically, there's not that much to it. It's pretty much as simple as you can get, but that's the art of Ed Sheeran, I suppose. I'm not the biggest Ed Sheeran fan. It's only because I don't actually know that much of his music. From the music I've heard, I think it's all right. And I'm pretty sure he's the most successful artist on the planet, so there must be a reason for it. But yeah, it's all the other little touches he adds in when he doubles up the parts in octaves, when the beat comes in, the choice of instrumentation, the rhythms of the words he's singing. All of these smaller decisions are really what makes the song, rather than doing things clever with the harmony or the chord changes. The original, the bass line, whereas Forestella is here. So the difference from here to here is a major third. Forestella is singing a major third lower. This makes one of the more iconic moments in the song, or one of the parts that I think is quite surprising in the original song.
Come on now, follow my lead.
This bass motif that we hear.
Come on now, follow my lead.
Here, it's that much lower. And being a bass riff, being lower, I think is better. You know, it's just more of a type sound or feel. Kowu Rim, Forestella's bass, what a lovely rich tone he has. I'm sure we'll be hearing more of that. And we have been.
Your love was handmade for somebody like me.
Singing in octaves there. And singing in octaves is a huge part of the original song too, so it's good to see that Forestella are choosing to honor that in a way. Right, well, let's go to the actual beginning now, that a cappella opening. That really, really surprised me. I mean, who could have expected that?
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go.
It took me a moment to establish the key, one, just because of the surprise, but two, the chords are, well, they're the same kind of pattern, but they are different fundamentally. To see where we are compared to the original and to them later on. The original song, them doing the recognizable part of the song, as we spoke about before, but this opening is here. Quite a way up from where they moved to, and just one note higher than the original song. Why this fairly significant difference between the beginning and then where they moved to? Because it's a cappella, 4 voices, I imagine this is the sweet spot for having the bass being able to go pretty low, and also the top part, if we hear being sung in the head voice, again, being right in that sweet spot for, I guess, Kang Kyung Ho, Forestella's countertenor.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends said that they were doing just drink it fast and do it all slow.
Yeah, harmony slightly changed, all very interesting. I guess it's the surprise element of it. It's shock factor, a song everyone knows, and it is the same song, we can hear that, but it's also just a bit different, a bit strange. Then when it comes in and we go, ah, yes, I recognize this very famous motif, just in a completely different key. So again, just a bit of a surprise. Not too much else to say about this introduction, so let's carry on, but I'll just quickly go over who we've heard. We start off with the countertenor, but I'm told he's from a rock background, and I always just fanboy over him. He can do literally everything. So he comes in with his chest voice.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the
Then the bass joins in.
Come on, wanna start up a conversation with just me.
Now a duet between the countertenor singing in chest voice and the baritone. And that's it actually. Then we get a baritone and bass duet.
Girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for some.
But no tenor. Cho Ming-yu, the tenor, the leggero tenor, super light tenor voice, he has not sung at all yet, right up until we paused. The instrumentation's been slowly building up underneath, like in the original song. So let's carry on and see what happens next.
I'm in love with the shape of you. You push and pull like a magnet too. I feel my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my breath you smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why. I'm in love with your body. Oh why, oh why, oh why, oh why.
I'm in love with your body.
I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of the club. Isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go.
Yo me buscaría todo para que conmigo se dé un shot de navé. Que solo en busca de ti, amén. Imagino lo que vamos a hacer. Sé que andas solo en busca de mí. Yo lo sé, yo lo sé.
Mamacita.
Baby, yo sé lo que quieres. Yo pide agradarte placeres. Eres mala serena, la que mis ejes quieres. Say boy,
Hablemos de más, acárame por la cintura y no me suelte más. Ya lo sígueme, sígueme.
I'm in love.
Okay. When I just paused actually, on the right here we have the baritone. Bae Do-hoon, I've said it in many of my Forestella videos before, but his range is also ridiculous. He has the baritone texture. It's not like Cho Ming-yu, who sounds like a tenor. There are differences in the timbres of them. But there, that's an A, right? That's the top of a tenor's range. So easy for him. We've heard him go higher than that before. We've heard him go up to, which is the operatic wow tenor moment. Anyway, second pause here. I was expecting surprises with Forestella, but that's a lot of surprises in a short space of time. Overwhelming in a good way. I love it. We've got some Espanol in there as well. Now, I know a lot of these famous songs do also have Spanish versions, and they're super popular in South America. I don't know if Shape of You does have one. I guess maybe it does, or maybe it doesn't. Honestly, I have no idea actually. So let me know down below if they're singing in Spanish maybe for that reason, or they just want to change it up in another language. Of course, the language suits the musical change here. I don't need to go into that, it's just evident. But before that, the song kind of continues as normal. I love how now the countertenor, we can really hear him singing way up there in that pure head voice of his. Really high, so again the melody doubled in octaves, but this time up there and here instead of down there and here. The bass now is kind of doubling in octaves, but also not. Let's say 50% of the notes are, 50% are instead a harmonic roll. And we were talking about the tenor not having sung yet. Well, now he does sing definitely more of a harmonic roll, at least until we move into the Spanish section. And we can really hear him coming through there with his line. Here, I was listening to the instruments and it sounds like these very synthetic strings almost in the background. They're very rhythmic. I was thinking, oh, that's quite interesting. Little did I know that they are foreshadowing what the whole stylistic change that's about to happen. And let's talk about that transition because it's so cool.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go.
For chromaticism is the main thing that's going on here, and it's working in two ways. So the first one is the obvious, which we get again doubled up in the bass right at the bottom underneath everything, like supporting everything, sliding down chromatically.
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go.
And the inner part there, not moving, and then moving up just at the end, which is the melody we're familiar with. So we have the melody extracted, shoved into this chromatic descent. So we're already thinking, oh, that's familiar, unfamiliar. What the heck is happening? And then the chromaticism reverses. It now rises, but in a different key. The style has changed. I like their choreography here as well.
Club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go.
Yo me buscaría todo para que conmigo se dé un shot de nave.
Oh, it's so good. It just makes me want to be in Mexico or something like that.
Para que conmigo se dé un shot de nave.
And now, at last, we have the tenor solo. The other three just letting him have his moment and then coming in so beautifully for this temporary harmony.
Lo que vamos a hacer, sé que andas solo en busca lo que vamos a hacer, sé que...
And that harmony actually is, well, three-part harmony. The tenor, the bass is not singing, the countertenor, which means the baritone is singing now in his falsetto. Just shows how versatile they all are, really. And to accompany this change into this Latin style of music, we do get a slight adjustment to the harmony, which makes things a bit more positive. See if you can hear which chord is slightly different, and then I'll go over it.
Yo lo sé, yo lo sé.
Mamacita.
Baby, yo sé lo que quieres. Yo pide a darte placer.
So from our repeating 4-chord pattern, and when I play them here, I want you to take note of if they're minor or major. So we had minor, minor, major, major. Minor is usually sad, major is usually happy. 2 and 2, well, this time they have this. That's the change. The second chord is now major. So we have 3 major chords and 1 minor instead of 2 and 2. Here. Shout out to Kowu Rim, the bass. I really like his tone. And that's where we got to. Let's carry on. This is super fun. If you enjoy these videos or find them helpful, please consider supporting me. Patreon has a bunch of exclusive benefits, behind the scenes videos, additional reaction content, Q&A videos, and more. For a one-time donation, you can donate me a hot chocolate at the Buy Me a Coffee link, or become a YouTube member for these groovy emojis and membership badges. And a huge thank you to these lovely people on the screen now.
I'm in love with you. Push and pull like a magnet. I thought my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Enamoradas that you wear. Now my passion is my life. You and me discovering something they do. Oh yeah.
Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. Enamorado de tu mamacita. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I.
Enamorado de tu cuerpo. Hello baby, 나는 색깔이 네가 실수봐 번호됐잖아. Hello baby, 나는 색깔이 네가 실수봐 번호됐잖아. Hello baby, 나는 색깔이 네가 실수봐 네가 실수봐 네가 실수봐 네가 실수봐 봐라. Hello baby, I'm in love with the dream of you.
There comes the trumpet, so smooth. I do not know what those words are that they were just singing. And they don't really, at least all of them don't seem to match the little subtitles we have at the bottom. The music certainly took on a more African influence, I want to say. We always need to tread carefully when talking on the internet about these things, because people will say, oh, that's cultural appropriation, which I say, come on, you can tell Spanish style music, you can tell African style of music. You know what? I'm going to Google it actually, because better to be safe than sorry. All right, that took some Googling. Apparently it's Zulu. Super cool, super interesting. I was thinking as we were listening that the humma in the background that two of them doing, just how tight they are with each other. They kind of crescendo through, come off, but it leads so naturally into the next language that they sing in, the next shift in musical style. Definitely more tribal sounding with the drums now. The percussion actually is a very interesting part of this song, in the original song too. Very reserved, a lot of clapping in there. So this is now quite a drastic change. Choreography as well, I think, just adds another element to the performance. I'm just having a little re-listen to that section we've just heard, and I really just could compliment every single one of them at every single moment, because they're all singing for the majority of it. The solo, the accompanying parts, it's just a really, really tight performance. Again, more surprises. We've spoken about the shift to Zulu. I mean, who was expecting that? Come on. More a cappella, essentially just with some slight percussion in there. Really emphasizing the idea. We've spoken about a lot of doubling up the melody in octaves. Here they could easily build up the harmony note by note, but no, they just come in straight on octaves. And now the harmony comes in with a change back to the Latin salsa style. And just before we pause, there was another little surprise. So let's go from there until the end. I'm not sure I can handle many more surprises, to be honest. So let's see. Yeah, that's amazing actually, isn't it? The reduced harmony at the end as well, completely different to that full contrapuntal, and by contrapunt, well, it just means like counterpoint. You have all these different melodies going on at the same time, essentially. I will need to listen to this 5, 6, 7 times, and each time just focus on one of the parts. I was mostly able to hear kind of 3 of the parts, not all 4 at the same time. They're just singing completely different things. I especially loved at this part, though, the baritone Bae-do Hoon. He himself was absolutely loving it here. I mean, they all are. Coming in at the end. Trumpet, like I mentioned before, and then just really nice arrangement, really nice arrangement at the end there. I love counterpoint like that. A perfect example of how you can take an individual line, then another one, then another one, then another one, shove them all together, and it works really well. One of my favorite examples from this is in a song from a Disney film, actually. The film was called Encanto, and the song is We Don't Talk About Bruno. I didn't know it until I did a reaction to Voice Play, an a cappella group doing a cover of it. If you want to check out my video for that, card will be up here, but I'll show a clip from the song and you can hear all the different melodies taken from other parts in the song shoved together, and they work so well together. The clip can probably only be 4 or 5 seconds long, again because of copyright. Not the largest slot of time to be able to demonstrate it, but hopefully you could hear. I won't say more about the final section because there's just too much. But what I will say, because I often get questions asking, I find it difficult to hear this member compared to another member. This arrangement, this song, this performance is a perfect example of how to practice hearing different parts. Focus on one of them, use the video, use their mouths moving to help you listen. And then once you lock into that part, you can hear it. And yeah, it's just really helpful, I think. So let's watch this again, try and focus on a part. And well, I just want to watch it again as well. So you will be watching it with me.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my passion is like you. Every day discovering something brand new.
Did you get like the duet going on in the middle here? Again, the visuals, the choreography really helps with this. The bass on the right having the melody. The tenor with the uaz.
Hello baby, 나는 색깔이 네게 세수빠 보노세잖아.
And I mentioned the ending reduced harmony. It's parallel harmony as well, which is a bit more archaic sounding, a little bit less sophisticated sounding. Yeah, I need say no more on that one. In case you couldn't tell, I really enjoyed it. I thought that was great fun. And we're probably in for some more fun now because we're going to go and watch that part change video I mentioned before. So once more, if you'd like to see that, head on over to the link down below in the description. And if not, well, thank you for watching. Would appreciate a like and subscribe. They really do help. Comment down below other reactions by Forestella you'd like to see me do, and I will see you next time.